If you send emails in ClickFunnels 2.0 and would like to make sure that your emails actually end up in your customers' inboxes, there's a couple things you need to make sure are in place, and we're going to cover each of those today. Now, to break that down as far as what we're going to cover here in this video, there are a couple records that are going to need to be in place or added to your DNS manager. If you don't know what I'm referring to, don't worry, I'm going to walk you through the entire process. But essentially, Google and Yahoo made an announcement last year, 2023, that certain records are going to need to be in place in order to actually end up in your customers' inboxes. Basically, this is to make sure that you are able to verify, or they're able to verify who you are and that you are legitimate, and that you're not necessarily supposed to be in a spam folder. It's going to help out with sendability, deliverability, and make sure that you actually end up where you're trying to go, which is their inbox. Now, as we kick things off here, I'm under the assumption that you already have a domain added inside of your workspace. If you do not, make sure to check out the video down below in the description. It's going to walk you through that entire process step by step. All right. Otherwise, if you are ready to go, you have the domain already added. Awesome. Go ahead and select marketing settings on the left-hand navigation over here. All right. From here, go ahead and click on marketing settings within that secondary navigation. And up here at the top, you'll see a couple tabs. The one we're looking for is going to be email domains. Go ahead and select that. From here, all we have to do is add the records that are marked with X's. Now, I have two of them that are marked as X's. These are the recent ones that were just added or released for the platform or for all domains inside of ClickFunnels. And it's going to be a requirement for you to be able to actually send out emails, and also it's going to help with deliverability. So that's exactly what we're talking about today. They go hand in hand. But there's one record I already had in place, DKIM. And again, this is also going to be a requirement, but there are two ways that we can proceed from here. First way is going to be the automated setup process, which is essentially going to connect with your DNS provider, or DNS host rather, and add all the records on your behalf. And that can be done by clicking on a little wrench icon right here. If you click on that, it's going to pull up entry in the middle of the screen here, and just say continue. It's going to detect where your domain is hosted, and from there it's going to have you log in and just verify everything on your end, right? At that point, you're good to go. You can definitely just go through that if you prefer. I prefer to manually add it. I don't know, I'm a control freak, but anyways, if you are like me and you'd like to manually add these records, or if you find that the automated process doesn't work for you, it's okay. Just manually add them. To do that, just click on the little gear icon over here to edit, and in the middle of the screen, in the middle of the screen, you're going to see all of the records that you need to add. Now, anyone that has a little caution symbol next to it and is highlighted red needs to be added. Okay. Now, let's start off with the SPF record. We're going to go ahead and click on the actual data or the value here, and we're going to head to our actual DNS manager. In this case, I use Google Domains, but for you, head to whatever platform you use for your domain. Right now, at this point, let's head to the DNS, and I'm going to go ahead and select Manage Custom Records. From here, if you don't have any verification records already set up under your root domain, which is what we're doing in this case, we have something that or TXT record we're setting up under our root domain. Scroll down to the bottom and click on Create New Record. At this point, you can just type in the @ symbol, or I mean, every host is different. It'll tell you to leave a blank sometimes. I believe Cloudflare is blank. I believe actually Google Domains also has you leave a blank. But again, everyone's different. Sometimes it requires you to put that @ symbol. From there, select the type. In this case, it's going to be a TXT record. And from there, just paste in the data that we copied. All right. But in my case, since I'm using Google Domains and I already have something attached to the root domain up here, as far as the TXT record goes, I just have to add on to this current record. So if you have something similar, just click on Add More to this record, paste in the value, and you're good to go. Okay. Now at this point, scroll down the bottom, click on Save, and once we do so, if we head back to ClickFunnels, it might take a second. Click on Verify. We should see that it comes through as green. Once the record is actually verified, you'll see that the green check mark is now displaying for that specific record, and we're good to go. Okay, we have one more record to go, and it's going to be the DMARC, and it's going to be pretty much the same process. Oh, I didn't mean to click on that, but click on the gear icon one more time. We'll start off and just copy the actual name here, which is DMARC_DMARC. All right, we're gonna go ahead and click on Manage Custom Records one more time. Scroll to the bottom, and we're gonna create a new record and paste that bad boy in there. Make sure there's no extra spaces. And from there, select the type, which is gonna be TXT. Oh, that is incorrect. Select TXT. There we go. And then from there, we'll go back to ClickFunnels and grab the value that is required. Click copy. Head back to Google Domains and then paste in the actual record there. All right, awesome. Now at this point, we're gonna go ahead and click on Save, and we should be good to go and up and running. Now, if we go back to ClickFunnels give it a second, hit verify. We'll see another green check mark there. If you don't see it right away, just give it a few minutes. I have seen it take a little bit of time. I mean, by little, I mean like 12 minutes max. It's usually pretty quick. It can technically take up to 72 hours, but I've never seen it take that long. All right. Click on verify, and there we have it. Okay, we are good to go. We have all 3 green check marks, and we see that it is now ready for use. All right, that is it. That's all there is to it, guys. After this, you can go in, you can create email addresses with this specific domain. Just add email addresses right here, and it'll let you select that domain at this point in time. All right, awesome. Now the next thing, to get rid of this little message at the top, just go back to general settings, go to the very bottom and select your from address. You can select the one that you've just created. If you haven't, or if you already created one, awesome. Just select it from this drop down and boom, boom, boom. There we go. And then save. That's pretty much it, guys. You are ready to rock. Your domains are all set up. They are verified. We have green check marks across the board, which is exactly what we're looking for, right? We want to make sure that we are looking nice and healthy, just like this. So that way Google and Yahoo do not deem your domain or you as spam, which is the whole thing. We want to make sure things actually end up in people's inboxes, which brings me to my next point. You should see a little bit of an uptick regarding deliverability after these records are in place. Super important that you have these in place before February 1st, or I mean, even if you're seeing this video afterwards, it's still important to have this in place to help out with this. Okay, if you run into any issues with this or have any questions and would like some guidance, I am more than happy to help. Just let me know in the comments down below and I'll do my best to point you in the right direction. All right, otherwise, hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and if you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.